Hi class, Professor Porter here. Just wanted to record another quick video to supplement what you're reading and working on here this week in Module 3. So this week you need to read in the book chapters 4 and 5. We are reading and discussing brand analysis and audience analysis. And when we think of digital marketing analytics, we often think of measuring actions, right? Like clicks and likes and activities that are done. But in these chapters, we are going to take a step back and analyze not actions necessarily, it's part of it, but what our brand looks like and what our audience looks like so that we can make better decisions. And so these chapters are really important because there are a lot of terms in them that will help you know what to measure. So when we measure our brand share, sorry, I had to think of the word there for a second and how to put this, and sometimes it's kind of hard to do on the fly in a video. But at any rate, when we look at our brand share, we're looking at share of several things, which the book discusses in detail. We're looking at our share of voice, we're looking at our share of search, and what we mean by that is how much of the discussion about a category do we have, right? So if the category is athletic apparel, what share of voice, what share of search does Under Armour have within that whole category? For example, I think in the book he uses fast food or quick service food as an example with Subway. So anyway, any example you want to give, it's looking at what our share of the discussion and how much our brand is being recognized and talked about and considered as part of consumers' behavior. So it's really important to read these chapters and get a good grasp on why measuring this is just as valuable as the actual actions taken on a campaign. The next chapter, chapter 5, is audience analysis, and this is extremely important as well because we need to know who we're talking to and understand what they look like, what they value, understand the type of content to create for them. And so we need to really understand what our audience looks like so that we can either make sure we're speaking, I say that because we're digitally speaking to them, the correct way on the right platforms. If you'll remember from digital strategy and planning, we need to fish where the fish are swimming, right? So we need to know where our audience is and what they look like so that we can provide the best content and messaging on the right platforms to them. So again, there's a lot of terminology and almost kind of like, again, a glossary type content in these chapters that's really valuable that you will absolutely use during your digital marketing career. There's a lot of discussion about tools because tools are very important. That's what tells us this stuff. Now, again, the book focuses heavily on social media. So a lot of these things that we're measuring and listening for are done with social media tools. Social media tools are going to tell us what our share of voice is, where we are in the discussion, what platforms we're being discussed on, and things like that. So when you read the book, keep in mind that the tools you're using are going to be popular social media listening tools. Things like Sprinklr, Meltwater, Sprout Social, Buffer, probably even Hootsuite thrown in there. Those are some of the more popular social media listening tools that kind of cover all aspects of measuring social media for major companies. Okay, so I'm almost at 5 minutes here. I don't want to bore you. Coincidentally, one of the things mentioned in the book is the reduction of people's attention spans. It's interesting to note that the book says that attention span has gone from 12 seconds down to 8. So we have so little time to get our messages across, and that's why it's so important to understand where our brand stands and who our audience is. So here I am going 5 minutes, but obviously a little bit of a different context and reason here. So you have one discussion this week. I think it actually is related to athletic apparel, but the chapters will heavily help you with the discussion. So I will know if you read the chapters or not based on how you reply to the discussion or do the discussion. Also, I put slides in the module. The slides correspond with the chapter, and I even tried to put the pages within the chapter that the slides refer to, so you could have those up as a guide while you're reading. And hopefully you find all of this helpful and are able to understand the importance of analyzing your audience and analyzing your brand. I look forward to engaging with your discussions last week. I missed out on that last week. I apologize. So I'll try to chime in more frequently and then grade everything within a couple days of Sunday. All right. Hope you're having a great week, and I look forward to our discussions Thursday through Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.